Now here the bandwagons come. Here they come. Shannon Sharpe is on the wagon. You did all that off season, all that time to get at my man Jalen Hurts. Now you see what he developed into, and you're saying he's what? We gonna talk about it, y'all. Yo, that. A-G-L-E-S.
Eagles! Eagles!
Say fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yo, that man, you know who it is, you know what it is. Your boy Philly Fresh, a.k.a. the General here reporting for duty. Listen, if you have not done it, I appreciate in advance if you hit that sub button that's right down there. There it is. And also, it's a bell next to it to let you know. And I put up all this flavor, and we putting up flavor, man. We talking right now. And, you know, last but not least, man, it's a like button. Smash the like button. The algorithm, however it works, more people get to see the merch. And one day I can quit my job. All right. Fresh fact is this, man. Y'all gotta see this. Nick Sirianni, what you doing, man? Like, yo, somebody sent me this. Nick Sirianni out there high stepping, man. Like, it's good to see. It's really, really good to see just your head coaches out there having fun. And he knows the work that they have put in. He knows the all season. He knows what's going on with this defense, and people is still talking about this defense. And a lot of that is because of Jonathan Gannon. We're going to get into Jonathan Gannon in the video. Yes, we're going to talk about it. I thought that he was an alien. Like, I don't know who he was yesterday, but it was a good alien. But we're going to talk about that. So I just wanted to talk about Nick Sirianni, man. That would like that was funny to me. All right. Dominance. The word of the day is dominance. We really dominated the Vikings, and, you know, I got a chance to look back and you know, look at some highlights, and, you know, I ain't really get to break down on all 22 yet. It ain't come out yet. But I got a chance to really sit there and look at it, and I'm like, yes, even in the second half, we were still moving the ball. We just wasn't putting up points. I get it. But you did what you had to do. You didn't have to go out there and show off and keep putting up points and yada, 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 because your defense was holding it down. This was, to me, I thought that even though they got a pick six last week, right? I thought that the offense won that game. To me, this was won by everybody other than special teams. And we're going to have to talk about that in another video, yo. I'm so disappointed with the special teams covered. Even my guy, Quez Watkins, man. They got to find somebody. They got to really find somebody. But let's talk about the good. It's Victory Tuesday, so we on all good stuff today, right? So when you look at the situation, man, Jalen Hurts threw to 9 different receivers. 9 different. And I did think this was the game, and they kind of did it, but they did it in a good way of trying to force Devontae Smith the ball. I thought that they was going to come out there and do that. And first play of the game, go to Devontae Smith. Third play of the game, go to Devontae Smith. You know what I mean? But Jalen Hurts and Shane Steichen, my hat's off to you. You called a hell of a game. I think you called the best game ever since y'all been here these 2 years. Not gonna lie to you, this was the best game I seen called. From the deep shots that they took, from just Jalen Hurts, putting Jalen Hurts comfortable and getting them into a rhythm. That's what you got to do with young quarterbacks. Get them into a rhythm. Had them see a couple footballs be catch, and it turned out to be 9. Turned out to be straight 9 until incompletion. You can't tell me nothing right now. You really can't. And then you got Shannon Sharpe. You got Shannon Sharpe saying now we look like the best team, and it's only 2 games. We look like the best team in the NFC. And it does look like that. You know what I mean? I know you still got the Rams. They are the guys that's still got their ring, still holding the trophy up, yada yada yada. But it still was a situation to where as though the Eagles looked like they coming. It looked like defense and offense just clicked this game. And once again, I gotta shout out Jonathan Gannon. I don't know if it was an alien that took over your body and like you was just had an out of body experience, but whatever it was, whatever you drunk, whatever you ate, whatever routine you did that day, you need to do every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday when we got a game, because you was dominant. The plays that you call worked, and you trusted your CBs. You trusted your CBs. Then you started throwing in some blitzes. Them blitzes was working too. The blitzes was working. You got 2 3-and-outs from the rip. Then they found then they put up 7 points. So it started looking like a cloak and sorry. They put up 7 points first. Then you get 2 3-and-outs. And to me, the game never ever seemed like they was going to come back. Even when they finally scored, it didn't seem like that they was going to come back, because Darius Slay dominant, Bradbury, and I gotta shout out Avonte Maddox, man. I think he led the team in tackles. Hold on, I could be wrong. Avonte Maddox. I think Avonte Maddox led the team in tackles. He didn't. T.J. Edwards did. Shout out to him too. I think that we need to look. I know we got Kaiser White, Hassan Reddick, but we really need to look at and respect what the hell T.J. Edwards got going on right now. He is looking like the best linebacker in the room. And they was saying this in camp. We ain't get to see it, but it's being put on the field right now. It's being put on the field. Shout out to T.J. Edwards. So he had 10 tackles. Avonte Maddox had 8. Epps had 6. Epps was balling 2. Kaiser White had 5. Shout out to him. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, the guy that I picked to be defensive player of the game, I thought that he was all over the field, but it was quiet. It was quiet. But he was getting the job done. Josh Sweat with 3. Josh Sweat also with a sack. Fletcher Cox with 3. Fletcher Cox also with a sack. Brandon Graham only with 2 tackles. Let me say this. Even though Brandon Graham, and I got to check the snap count, even though Brandon Graham only had 2 tackles, it just seemed like he was everywhere for some reason. It just seemed like the screen was like not always, but it was on him a lot. Like he was disrupting things, even though he wasn't making the plays. Even if they made plays, it was less of a play than it could have been because Brandon Graham was disruptive. So that's really it for that for the defense. But when you look at the offense, once again, Jalen Hurts threw to 9 different people. You know, Dallas got 5 targets, 82 yards. He actually led everybody in receiving. That's the guy I picked. Shout out to BBP. That's the guy I picked to. I thought he was going to have like a bean something. But 82. Devontae Smith, 7 receptions, 80 yards. A.J. Brown, not quiet, but he started turning up in the second quarter. 5 catches, 69 yards. Quez Watkins, 2 catches, 69 yards. It got Jalen Hurts on here with a reception. I don't remember that, but whatever. You got Pascal with 2. I think Pascal need to be used a little bit more, especially in third downs. I really like his hands, but I don't complain about nothing today. Gainwell had 1 catch. Miles Sanders had a couple catches. Boston Scott had a catch. So that's 9 different people when you look at it. And Shane Steichen, and I know that Nick Sirianni got his fingers all in the pudding. So I got to shout out to him too. To me, the Vikings said, we're going to make sure Jalen Hurts throws the football. And he did that. Last week, they said Jalen Hurts we're going to attack Jalen Hurts and see what he does. He got out of that. So when you look at it, the Commanders, and shout out to everybody. I do know that a lot of people are going to the game. I will be there, inshallah. I will be there. But a lot of people, like the Washington Commanders, looking at it like, damn, what are we going to do to get after this guy? Now, I know they got a nice defensive line, but we got a nice offensive line. And shout out to the offensive line. And here's what I'm going to say. There's a couple plays on there I did not like. I think it was only really one ineligible a guy downfield that I thought that was warranted. But the other ones, it was too much. It was too much. Like, come on, man. Like, this dude, who was it? I want to say it was Leonard Dickerson. Leonard Dickerson was literally blocking a linebacker. So you mean to tell me he can't go to the point of attack? He's blocking. He's not being a receiver? That's something that we got to talk about another day. Pick that play apart. But when you look at it, the Philadelphia Eagles look dominant. And what you going to do to stop us? What are you going to do to stop Jalen Hurts? Because now he's confident. He got in his mind that I have the arm. I can see the field way better. I have a new throwing motion that I have been using. Y'all said I couldn't throw the long ball. I got 2 50-yard touchdowns in 2 weeks. No. I'm sorry. The first one wasn't a touchdown. A.J. Brown, that wasn't a touchdown. I forgot. All right. But I got bombs. Bombs over Baghdad. Got bombs. What are you going to do with me? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Y'all agree? You know what I mean? Like, hey, we celebrating today, man. I know it's only week 2, but what they going to do? Y'all already know, man. Stay Philly, stay fresh, y'all. Yo, that.
Stay Philly, stay